talk about a legend in the world of sports cars, the Nissan GT-R, also known by its nickname Godzilla. A car that has shaken the world for over half a century. But here's the bad news. At the end of February 2025, Nissan officially announced that it would stop accepting orders for the GT-R R35 in Japan. Is this the end for Godzilla, or just a prelude to something bigger? In the next 20 minutes, we'll dive into the history of the GT-R, from its early days to the present, and speculate about its future. Are you ready? Let's go! The story begins in 1969, when Nissan introduced the first Skyline GT-R, the KPGC-10. This wasn't the modern GT-R we're familiar with, but it laid the foundation for a legend. Equipped with a 2.0L inline-6 engine producing 160 horsepower, this car dominated racing circuits in Japan, securing 52 victories in just 3 years. People started calling it the Supercar Hunter. By 1973, the second generation, the C110, was released, but it didn't achieve the success that was hoped for due to the oil crisis. The GT-R temporarily faded from the spotlight, and for the next 16 years, the name was nearly forgotten until Godzilla truly awoke. In 1989, after a 16-year absence, Nissan unleashed the R32 Skyline GT-R, and the world of sports cars officially entered a new era. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement. The R32 was powered by the RB260 ETT engine, a 2.6-liter inline-6, twin-turbo beast that officially produced 276 horsepower, adhering to Japan's power limit at the time. But everyone knew that, in reality, it could easily surpass 300 horsepower with some tuning. What made the R32 truly special was its Atessa ETS all-wheel drive system, cutting-edge technology that dynamically distributed torque between the wheels, allowing the car to grip the road like a monster. Add to that the Super Hikes four-wheel steering system, and the R32 handled corners with razor-sharp precision. On the racetrack, the R32 was a nightmare for its rivals. It dominated the JTCC Japan Touring Car Championship with an unbroken streak of 29 consecutive victories from 1989 to 1993, forcing the series to change its rules to rein it in. In Australia, the R32 won the Bathurst 1000 in 1991 and 1992, outclassing heavyweights like the Ford Sierra and BMW M3. These feats led the Australian press to dub it Godzilla, a Japanese monster that crushed its Western foes. Weighing 1,430 kilograms, with sharp aerodynamic design and a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration time of around 5 seconds, the R32 wasn't just fast, it was an icon of engineering perfection. In 1995, Nissan introduced the R33 Skyline GT-R, bigger, heavier, but still carrying the fire of Godzilla. The R33 was 16 centimeters longer and 100 kilograms heavier than the R32, weighing in at 1,530 kilograms. But it compensated with improved high-speed stability thanks to a stiffer chassis and a refined suspension system. The RB260 ETT engine remained the heart of the R33, now upgraded with improved turbochargers and ECU, pushing its real-world output close to 320 horsepower without extensive modifications. The Atessa and Hikes systems were also enhanced, offering better handling on both streets and racetracks. The R33 didn't achieve the same racing glory as the R32, but it left its mark with a record at the Nürburgring, where the Turismo 400R version completed a lap in 7 minutes and 59 seconds, outpacing even the Porsche 959 of its time. With its rounded design, iconic circular taillights, and large rear wing, the R33 became a street legend. It was also the first GT-R officially exported to the UK, expanding Godzilla's influence worldwide. And then in 1999, the pinnacle of the Skyline GT-R lineage arrived, the R34. This is a car that any car enthusiast can recognize instantly. With its angular design, aggressive front nose, and menacing round headlights, the R34 looked like a warrior ready to charge into battle. The RB260E TT engine was refined once again, featuring ceramic ball-bearing turbos and an advanced electronic management system, delivering a real-world output of 330 horsepower straight from the factory, and easily exceeding 400 horsepower if you were willing to push it. The R34 also came equipped with a 5.8-inch MFD multifunction display, a luxury at the time, showing everything from turbo pressure to G-forces, making it a true technological marvel. On the racetrack, the R34 continued to cement its legacy with Nismo variants like the Z-Tune, limited to just 19 units, boasting 500 horsepower and dubbed the perfect GT-R. But what made the R34 a legend wasn't just its performance. It was its cultural impact. It starred in games like Gran Turismo and Need for Speed, and most notably into Fast and Furious alongside Paul Walker, turning the R34 into the dream car of millions. With a 0 to 100 km/h sprint in 4.6 seconds and a top speed exceeding 300 km/h when modified, the R34 wasn't just a car, it was a religion. But after the R34, Nissan paused the GT-R to reassess its direction. Fans waited, wondering, would Godzilla ever return? In 2007, Nissan answered that question with the R35 GT-R, the first to break away from the Skyline lineage. No longer bearing the Skyline name, the R35 was still a fearsome machine. Powered by a 3.8L twin-turbo V6, an advanced all-wheel drive system, and a 0 to 100 km/h time of under 3 seconds, it was a force to be reckoned with. Even crazier, its price was half that of comparable supercars like the Porsche 911 Turbo or Lamborghini. The R35 was put to the test on the Nürburgring, where it set a jaw-dropping lap time of 7 minutes and 38 seconds right from its initial version, a figure that stunned the world. Over the years, Nissan continually upgraded the R35 with variants like the Spec V, Nismo, and most recently the 2024 T-Spec. It wasn't just a sports car, it was a symbol of the perfect balance between value and performance. But after 18 years, the R35 has reached the end of its road. On February 28, 2025, Nissan announced it would stop accepting orders in Japan. The reasons: rising production costs, stricter emission standards, and a market shifting toward electric vehicles. So is this the end of the GT-R? Not quite. While the R35 is drawing to a close, Nissan has hinted at a promising future. At the Japan Mobility Show 2023, they unveiled a Hyperforce concept, an electric GT-R boasting an astonishing 1,341 horsepower. If it becomes reality, this would be the most powerful electric supercar Nissan has ever produced. But don't get too excited just yet. The Hyperforce remains a concept, and according to sources, if it does go into production, the earliest we'd see it is 2028. In the meantime, fans will have to bid farewell to the R35, a legend that changed how we view Japanese cars. The question remains, will an electric GT-R retain the soul of Godzilla, or will it just be a name recycled for a new era? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. From the KPGC 10 in 1969 to the R35 in 2025, the GT-R's journey is a tale of speed, passion, and innovation. Whatever the future holds, Godzilla will always remain an indelible part of automotive history. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on what's coming next. See you in the next video. Goodbye.